Hello there everyone, this is Jeff Perkins with File Magic Cutlery. Gonna do a quick review on the new Kizer Dorado Skully. This is a Kizer collaboration with custom knife maker Matt Cucchiara. Pardon me, I know I probably butchered the heck out of that name. Kizer's starting to do a little bit more of the custom collaboration type work. Seeing some different stuff from them. I've been watching Kizer now for a couple years. The first knife that I got from Kizer was one of their first cool looking anodized flippers. I was very happy with that. I've had that one for probably a year and a half, maybe a little bit longer, possibly even 2 years. Got it just after they hit the market. I know there was a lot of controversy over Kizer and one of the other custom knife makers who came up with the design, that type of thing. So I didn't do any real reviews or any of that kind of thing at the time. I did pick up this one. I picked up another one that had deeper cuts, also had the black coated blade. Both of them have been very nice knives. Kizer's quality has definitely been top notch. I mean, this one flips open. This is just on a bronze bushing, flies right open. I've never sharpened this one, and it has kept one heck of an edge. Of course, the true drawback of the Kizer is that little deal right there, made in China. Unfortunately, I get a number of people that just are not willing to go after it because it's made in China. But I tell you what, the quality in this is every bit as good as a lot of the American knife makers or factory knife makers that are making things currently. But this review is not really on this one so much. It is on the Dorado Skully. This one I picked up just a little while ago. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do some anodizing on this thing and see how cool I can make it. And my initial was that I was going to make the skull yellow, but as you can see, or as you'll see as I do a close-up on it here in just a sec, I ended up with a very different effect than the yellow for the skull. I'm going to give you some quick specs on it first. Overall length on this one is 8.5 inches. Its blade length is 3.5 inches. It does have an S35 VN blade, and the handle length is 4 7/8 inches. The handle material is all titanium. The hardware on it appears to be stainless steel or possibly aluminum for the standoff. It didn't hit with a magnet, but it wouldn't take anodizing either. So my guess is that standoff is aluminum and everything else is stainless steel. Overall, very good quality. I was very surprised when I took it apart. It is the first knife I have seen with a ceramic detent ball and ceramic bearings. This one I am just incredibly pleased with. I'm hoping that the camera is going to do it justice. I did a cool green background, hoping kind of for the zombie look. I left this blue, that's what it came, was blue. But what I did was I painted everything off, and then I went with blue in the eyes and the nose area, and all of the areas that are engraved in or etched in, whatever you want to call that. All of those I went with the blue. The teeth, I did kind of a funky blue. It's got some marbling to it. The skull throughout also has some marbling. I thought it would give it a little bit more depth looking at it. And then what I went with was kind of a streaky pinkish red, kind of hoping for kind of a bloody look to the skull. Honestly, I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. Like I said, it's got kind of the texturing color in it, the eyes and nose, got that texturing back through here, down in the chin area, and of course up in the top of the skull and the eye ridge and the nose ridge. I'm really happy with the level of depth that the color has given it. Now in person, the pink that's throughout the skull itself is a little redder, purplier, and it does give kind of a bloody appearance to it. Like I said, I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. This one took a ton of time to do. Standard anodizing isn't all that long, but I had to paint it, anodize it, strip it off, anodize it again, paint it, anodize it, and just the process went on and on. But end result is pretty cool looking. The green goes down in the bottom, and then of course you've got the skull looking coloration all up next to the blade. The Dorado Skully is etched in the top of the blade, and this thing is so incredibly smooth. It is one of the smoothest factory flippers that I have flipped. I am just totally impressed with this one. Honestly, this one's up on eBay for sale. It's also for sale on my Instagram. It's priced a little higher. I'm sure I could sell it a heck of a lot quicker had I priced it a little bit lower. But honestly, I'm not going to be upset if I get stuck with this one. This is cool. I have seen nobody do any kind of anodizing on any of these. So, I mean, this is the first one that I've seen in the marketplace. I really like that funky green. I did pick up some new equipment so I can get up into the higher voltages now. And that green is really nice. I will probably go ahead and do another one fairly soon. I think by going with like a deep purple or a deep blue where this is green will even more so set that skull off as far as making it stand out. Again, it's got one standoff. It doesn't have a whole lot of standoffs in it or anything, but it does. I mean, it is very firm. Lockups really tight on it. It's nice and early, probably about 20%. Like I said, it's got those ceramic bearings, and they are incredibly smooth. That ceramic detent ball seems to be just perfect. So I am really happy with that one. It is pretty much perfectly centered as well. Pocket clip on this is much nicer than a lot of them out there. I like that sculpted titanium look. Just gives it a much classier feel. I was pretty surprised. I was thinking when I bought the first Kizer that, okay, it looks like a knockoff of somebody else's stuff that's out there. I got it. It flipped pretty smooth, pretty nicely. Wasn't the best that I had owned, but for the money, you just couldn't beat it. And they do some pretty crazy anodizing. This one's seen some pocket time. Lockup on it is probably about 30-40%. Yeah, probably right in that area. The biggest problem I had with this one was it was only tip down carry, and I cannot stand tip down carry. I'm a lanyard guy. I like to be able to pull it out by the lanyard. Of course, this makes that impossible. That is my one complaint about owning this knife. Like I said, edge retention has been fantastic. I've not sharpened this thing once, and it is still crazy sharp. The edge on this one is easily just as sharp. I have not done anything to this edge. I don't know that I'm gonna, maybe whoever buys it, if and when it sells, I'll offer the Wicked Edge sharpening. Kizer has changed up their emblem a little bit. Looks really nice. Got that S35VN, new emblem. The model, which looks like KI455A2. I did get a couple little blue spots as I was doing the anodizing. Did not realize that the insert that the ceramic bearings are running in is actually steel. So I thought it was running right on the titanium, started doing my anodizing, and zap, 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 boom, got a couple little blue spots. Overall, doesn't really take away from the knife itself. Like I said, I couldn't be happier with the way this one turned out. Very, very pleased with it. It is on YouTube right now. If it sells for what I've got it marked at, great. If it doesn't, well, you know what? This is one I'll probably hold on to. The fit in the hand, very nice, very ergonomic. I've got a medium to large hand and it fills it up nicely. No hot spots. That clip feels good, tucked right into the palm of your hand. Doesn't have any jipping, but honestly, that ramp up there, it feels pretty good. It gives you a little bit of purchase there, that type of thing. I don't know that I'd carry it choiled just because of the sharp edge there. But man, overall, very pleased with the quality on that one. Again, pleased with the quality on the other one as well. I've only had 3 different models. I did sell the black coated blade one. I might very well sell this blue one here soon just so I can legitimately keep the skull one. But we'll see how that goes. Like I said, if it sells on eBay, great. If it doesn't, that's just fine too. As far as being a Chinese company, it's good quality. I mean, we're seeing a lot of new makers come out of China. You've got Riade, you've now got the Kizer. Actually, Kizer was around, I think, before the Riade was. Riade is making some really high quality, smooth stuff as well. So, very pleased. For the price, you really can't go wrong. Well, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.